This is the plaintiff, Mark Evans. He says the defendant owes him for gym fees because her clients used his gym while she looked for another location when she lost her lease. It's baffling to him she can't quote-unquote afford to pay him because he found out she has since reopened and now has a $5,000 state-of-the-art machine in her new gym. He's suing for $915, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Sandra Chase. She says she's quite sure she gave the plaintiff everything he was entitled to while her members went to his gym so she could scout her a new location. She can't believe the plaintiff's actually suing her because he went around telling everyone she was closing for good in an attempt to steal her members. What a cad. She's accused of not working it out.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff and the defendant have competing gyms, but the defendant's patrons have the privilege of using the plaintiff's gyms. But the plaintiff is saying that the defendant didn't pay the money that the plaintiff is owed. The defendant says the plaintiff tried to undermine her business. It's the case of exercising the right to sue.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Mr. Mark Evans, your business, which is a Curves Gym, is suing Ms. Sandra Chase, your business, which is another Curves Gym, for $915 in fees that you say your gym is owed by her gym because of travel privileges that her members used your gym, and she now owes you and refuses to pay. First of all, tell me, what kind of gym is a Curves Gym?
It's a women's related health facility.
Okay, hence the name Curves. Okay, all right, and so what happened here?
Back in October 1st, 2008 to January 26, 2009, the defendant temporarily closed. She told me—
How many months? October to when?
January.
The defendant told me, I'm going to be temporarily closed. I'm moving to another location. Some of my members are probably going over to you, Mark. I'll give you the temporary transfer form.
Okay, now tell me about the transfer forms. What is the franchise rule that all of you have to abide by?
Depends. If somebody's going for like a week, it's like a temporary transfer. They go for the week.
Nobody pays anybody.
No.
But if somebody goes for a period of 20 days in any calendar month or in any period of 30 days, then if they go for 20 days in a 30-day count, then it's no longer just you being courteous. It's now she needs to pay you that fee for that month, right?
Right.
All right. So then you claim that there are numerous customers who went to your place that she did not pay you for, correct?
I was paid for November, December, and January through her members.
Okay. But October, the first month, she would be the one who was supposed to pay you, and you say that there are unpaid. That's why you're here, right?
Right, yes.
You say there's unpaid people. All right. Do you have a list of the people?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you hand them to me? Now, when he confronted you about owing him money, tell me about the interaction between you two then.
When we temporarily closed, we expected that we would only be closed for 30 days. I had spoken to Mark and to all of the Curves that are in the area to let them know that my members would be possibly using their gym. And as I said, I thought it would only be for 30 days. I gave them all travel passes. They knew the site where we would be moving to.
What happened that it was 4 months and not 30 days?
The construction, the man extended the building and he had to wait on building permits.
And you must have been going nuts.
Yes, I was. I talked to Mark all the time, so he knew exactly what was going on. When I was closing, I asked the members, will you be traveling? Because I wanted to know so I would know who to bill. They signed up that they would travel. So when Mark did send me a list of people that he said I owed him for, I sent him the credit card information on some of the people. I sent him some of their checks. I sent him cash. When the members first went to him to exercise, before they knew whether they were going to stay there the 20 days or not, on their first day there, he told them that they had to transfer, they had to sign a transfer form, and he told them that I would not be reopening.
That you absolutely would not?
Yes, and the members were calling me stating that he was saying this. And I'm saying, I didn't address it with him because it was hearsay. So in good faith, I sent him what I thought was his. In October of this year, he sent me a letter stating that I owed him $1,200 and some dollars. He did not say for what. I don't know how he arrived at that number.
Okay. There was no breakdown, you're saying?
No.
Okay.
There was nothing on that letter. So I went and looked and I says, well, maybe some of the people through their insurance is automatic payment. So I looked to see who I thought went there, and I sent him an additional amount of money.
But how are you figuring on how to do the math on what you owed and what you paid and what was?
Well, I know how much my members paid. They paid different amounts of money. And these were people that said...
But how did you know what members to look at if he didn't give you an accounting of
that was the first list that he had, a list of names.
Isn't there like a time-consuming but easy way to figure this out? According to the franchise rules, aren't you supposed to have like cards and forms signed by them and then you document what days they visit?
Yes.
Right.
Right. So you have that.
Yeah.
I
that
never
little
got
thing.
it back.
Do you have that for all the people he's claiming?
No.
Did you not give her a copy of that so she could see if you were right?
Yeah.
Did you know that when you have like these franchise gyms, a lot of times if you choose one gym, each time you go to a particular gym, that gym gets a percentage or a piece of your membership fee? Did you know that?
No.
You know, and you know what else? That's really boring. So we're going to go back inside the courtroom.
So let's look at the forms, okay? Well, let's take the first example. You say that for this particular first example, okay, the initials are V and P. You know which one I'm talking about, the first one on the list? You're owed $45.82, the monthly fee for that person, right?
Right.
All right. I am looking at their travel card and their workout record. I should see from day one, from the first day to the last day, a 20-time use, correct?
Right.
Within any given 30-day period. And we're only talking about the 30-day period of October, right?
Exactly.
And when I look at the first person, VP, okay? And I look at the card for VP, your workout record for them, what I see is that VP used it from day one to the last day, a 25-day period. You're entitled to VP's fee. Okay, hold on. All right. Now let's take the second person, FD. Do you have the card for FD?
I just have the transfer form.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Do you have the proof you need in order to get paid, which is her workout record, yes or no?
No.
You can't get that. Now let's talk about the next one, the third person, AS. How many times did she use the gym? For a period of how many days?
She used it for the whole month, but I
Excuse
don't
me?
have it. She used it for the...
I have her workout card here that you submitted into evidence and 1 day is circled.
Right.
What do you mean she used it for the whole month?
I didn't...
A period of how long did she use it? Answer my
Yeah.
question. A period of one,
Right.
1 day. Why would then, under the contract and the franchise contract, would you be entitled to that one? All right, I've gone through all of the names on your list,
Right.
okay? And of the names on your list, I find 4 names that you're entitled to payment on. She has paid you 4, but the wrong 4, because 2 of them that you paid, he's not entitled to payment on. So we just need to do a little accounting on here. I don't mean to be impolite, but if you folks are business people, you really should have a better handle on this. And I don't mean for court, because I know people get nervous in court, but you're suing for, you didn't sue for people you are entitled to and sued for a bunch of people you're not entitled to. And you're paying for people you don't have to pay for and not paying for people you do have to pay for. All right. You paid in October, because that's the only month that's relevant here, right? That's a total then of $192.95 that he acknowledges receiving from you 4 months of October. I find that he is only entitled to $183.28 for the month of October based on the cards that are punched and figuring out which clients ended up using the card for a period of more than 20 days in a 30-day calendar period, which means you owe her $9.67. Adios, folks.
Well, the plaintiff comes out. Let's find out what he thinks of the outcome of this case. Are you satisfied with it?
Well, not really. I guess I should have been more prepared and shouldn't have waited so many years to go.
What about her claim that you were trying to steal her Her clients?
No, I have here that it said temporarily closed on the paperwork, and my trainers and myself never said she's permanently closed. It's temporary till January.
You never said that?
Never said that.
Is she a good trainer?
Yeah.
You did
I think so. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Head right around the corner there and sign those documents on the way out of here. All right, so come on in here. What's your feeling on the judge's ruling here?
It was fair.
Yeah? You
Very
satisfied?
fair. Yes, I am.
You still think he was trying to steal your
I know
stuff
he
and put you
was
out of
trying-
business?
I know he was.
Well, he says he wasn't. How do you know he was?
Because we got calls from
Same.
members and we have letters from members saying that when they first went there, he was telling them that I wasn't going to open and that they should transfer to him.
So you like getting all those clients back and kind of sticking it to the man, huh?
No, I didn't want to stick it to him because the business is supposed to be about helping women and working together. So I didn't want to stick anything to him.
All right, over to Harvey.
So, I mean, look, here's the irony to all of this, that it cost more to actually file a court case than to get a $9.67 judgment. But the reality is a lot of people file these lawsuits out of principle, that they want their rights vindicated. And sometimes, you know, just a little victory like that, even if you lose money in the long run, simply feels good. See you next time.